today you're coming shopping with me in Zara, and I'm using Zara as an example, but these points I'm going to make could be used on all the high street stores available to you. So how do you look expensive, polished, put together shopping on the high street? Because fast fashion is known for being less than quality, if I can say it in a rather less offensive way. So I'm going to show you exactly what to look out for when you buy pieces of clothing in stores like Zara or basically on the high street. So let me show you. The first thing you want to do before you go shopping in general is to have a plan. The most things that people fail at is that they just go shopping and they get distracted by what I call the new item syndrome. So you see something new and you automatically think that you need it. You don't need it. So a successful shopper, a person with personal style, a person that looks elegant and actually shops well and on a budget is somebody that goes shopping with a plan. So you would have already looked through your closet and decided what you're missing, what you could repurchase, what you might need more of or less of, and then with that plan, it doesn't have to be specific, but it could be just an outline of something that you need. And then with that, you step in and come in shopping. So number one thing is to have a plan. The other thing that we want to be really aware about when shopping high street fast fashion or places like Zara is you want to pay attention to the finishings. And I mean finishings in two ways. Finishings the way an item is finished. So it's thread, the seams, and also finishings when it comes to buttons and zippers and liners. Things like that give off an instant look. Either it's well made or not. And the other way of rocking shopping the high street and looking put together, elegant, polished, and like you have a great sense of style is knowing your fit and how each particular brand fits. Because let me tell you, not all brands are made the same and sizes vary from one brand to the other. So some brands you might be an 8 in some brands, you might be a 10, and other brands for exactly practically the same item. You want to know the size in each brand has on offer. The other thing is when you're shopping on a budget is you want to buy things that are not too detailed or are not too embellished, because usually when things have a lot of detail on them, like rhinestones and things hanging off them, they're not, when in fast fashion, usually they're not really well placed together and you will be walking around missing a rhinestone. But if you buy things that are in classic shapes, classic colors, classic fits, you have more of a chance of looking fabulous. Zara is really good for like classic items like this. Everybody should have one of these in their wardrobes, and it shouldn't matter where it is that you buy it from, because they're literally mostly made the same. As well, I can vouch for Zara that when you buy jackets like this, pretty cool. So one really good thing that Zara does really well, and most of the brands especially on the Australian high street, is that they do basics pretty well. There is only one way you can do a bodysuit, and in this basic colors, which I advise you to have in your wardrobe if you want to actually make dressing a lot easier, because these are the kind of items that will pull your clothing together. So a cotton t-shirt is usually the same everywhere, and I can vouch for the Zara one. So if you can pay $20 to get a cotton t-shirt in Zara, why pay $100 somewhere else to get exactly the same thing? These are the things that the high street does really well. So I recommend buying things like your bodysuits and your t-shirts and those basics that can pull your wardrobe together, those little essential basics that could pull your wardrobe together from places like Zara, because there's no point of paying $200 for a white t-shirt when you can buy the same exact one at Zara for $20. The other tip to make shopping the high street or places like Zara worthwhile and just a style tip in general. If you follow me, you already know this. It's to dress, tonal dressing, basically, so dressing in colors that are from the same family. It is the quickest and easiest way to look pulled together, polished, and like you know your style. So here's what I mean. You take a blouse like that and pants like that, and you know, obviously some shoes that go with it, and automatically it gives off the impression that you have put some thought into your outfit. You know, you've matched it, you've put it together, but the truth is you were just tonal dressing. And that's one thing that Zara does very well. It gives you options to mix and match your clothes with. So look out for that if you're trying to make your wardrobe work for you, or you know, or shopping easier in general. And just to round up the tips is accessories. I have to say that I am not a big fan. In fact, I don't recommend that you purchase accessories from the high street. I think those are things that you actually invest a little bit of money in, like your bags and shoes. They can impact your outfit. They can change the way you literally feel about yourself. So I recommend investing a little bit of money into that. But no one can deny that these days on the high street, and especially places like Zara, they know how to do an accessory really well. I have the Bottega Veneta bag in gold, and I have to tell you, unless you come close, it still gives off the same effect. And they have different versions, different styles. So if you really don't want to be spending that much money on designer bags or designer shoes, this is a great option. Although I recommend that you save up and invest in better quality bag and shoes. But if you just want to hit that trend, because that's what high street brands do really well, they make it easy for you to enjoy and play with the trend. And who has the thousands of dollars to just play with the trend for 6 months? Nobody, unless you're silly and you really want to waste money. But if you just want to indulge in the trend, play with it, see if it fits your style, then there are always options for you on the high street. And maybe once you try those out, you think about investing in a better quality one that's better made and will last you seasons after season.